If we used to refer to a car as a bucket of bolts, we might now refer to it as a cluster of computers. Only these cars can't roll along without semiconductors, and the same might be said of the entire auto industry. Let's talk it over with John McElroy of AutoLine. Good to have you back, John. For those who are just hearing the headlines about plant shutdowns and quotas that can't or won't be met, how would you explain what is happening in the car business right now?
It's complicated, but here's what happened. Last year, when COVID hit and automakers all around the world had to shut down their plants, they canceled their orders for chips. Now, the auto industry, they're like the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to purchasing of steel, of rubber, of glass. But when it comes to microprocessors, they're a small player. They account for maybe 10% of chip sales worldwide. So anyway, they canceled their orders. Bad thing to do when it comes to things like chips, because you go to the back of the line. You know, if they had said, hey, look, we're going to reopen our plants in 8 weeks, slot us back in 8 weeks, that would have been fine. But they didn't know when they were going to be able to reopen again. So they went to the back of the line. The consumer electronic industry rushed in to buy up all that capacity. And the other thing you got to keep in mind, it takes 6 months to manufacture a chip from scratch. Wow. So not only did they go to the back of the line, now they got to wait 6 months before their batch can start getting processed and get into the system. And so that's where we find ourselves right now. There's a global shortage of chips for the auto industry. Now it's even starting to impact the consumer electronics industry. Apple just came out and said, hey, we're going to run out of chips. Yeah. I think Samsung was another one that just said the same thing. Yeah. It's a big problem.
So this supply chain, we have seen this become a problem in so many industries due to the pandemic. A lot of it pandemic focused and the fault of the pandemic, it seems. But I think what you just described is, for the auto industry, a self-inflicted wound in a lot of ways.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it self-inflicted. There's a couple of other things that even made the system worse, or the situation worse. There's a company in Japan called Renesas. They had a big fire. They make something like 30% of Ford's chips, for example. They make a lot of automotive chips. Then when Texas a few months ago had that cold snap and their whole electrical grid went down, that shut down 2 or 3 chip plants in Texas. So what this has all uncovered, and really, Devin, it goes beyond just microprocessors. The global supply chain for so many critical materials is extremely efficient, but it's also very fragile. So if you have a fire, if you have a tsunami, if you get a big ship caught in the middle of the Suez Canal, everything grinds to a halt. And so I think we're going to have to see more regional supply chains, not just global ones.
So this ends up creating one more industry that needs to remake itself, given or a part of itself, because of what it has learned about itself through the pandemic, right?
Well, we've learned that, and we've also, the world has learned that we need more chip manufacturing capacity. Yeah. And so much of it is dependent on Taiwan. Well, what if something happens in Taiwan? You know, that's going to bring everything to a screeching halt. And so you're seeing the Biden administration do a 100-day review of critical supply chains. This is one that they're going to address. And we need to reshore. We need a strategy, a policy to reshore critical manufacturing, critical components. It's going to take years to be able to do that.
Yeah. Boy, John, we are overdue for a really big conversation on what's happened to the auto industry over this last year. Well, I hope we'll do that really soon. Great to talk to you. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Devin.
You bet. From AutoLine, the one and only John McElroy. Meet the Press coming up next. Hope you have a great week. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time for Flashpoint.